Well, this year's STAAR Test scores show student improvement in several subjects following the pandemic. The Texas Education Agency released the scores for grades 3 through 8 this week.
Well, the results come after Texas lawmakers attempted to get rid of the test this past legislative session. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker spoke with our local representative about his push to change testing and his reaction to this year's results. Sydney?
The TEA said this year's STAAR Test results show progress. Texas State Representative Brad Buckley, along with several Central Texas parents, believe there's a better way.
And if we have an education system that really prepares our kids for the opportunities that they'll have, we can see real life changes for kids.
State Representative Brad Buckley is passionate about education reform.
In the end, it all begins in those lower grades. You know, can kids learn to read? Are they on grade level by the 3rd grade? That is such a pivotal milestone. And so we worked very hard to try to make improvements and reforms in those areas.
While he's proud of local school districts for their STAAR Test performance, it doesn't change his belief that there's a better way.
I want real reform where these tests are instructionally relevant for teachers and they're actionable so that we can really have better monitoring of student performance throughout the year.
Buckley wants schools to administer 3 tests throughout the year, aiming to ease anxiety.
What I hope for is that testing will be just another day at school. And I think a lot of times the anxiety comes from the accountability system that's linked to that one test one day.
Buckley said the idea for reform came from talking to educators, students, and parents. Parents like Lily McGinley.
It's literally the only thing they care about. The only thing they talk about throughout the whole year is the STAAR Test this. It does that. It does that. You need the STAAR for this and that. And it creates a lot of stress and anxiety. And my daughter happens to have a ton of anxiety. So I found out I could opt out, which I had a lot of pushback from our principal. And a lot of resistance, a lot of threat.
Buckley's previous efforts to rid of the test failed, but he's not giving up.
It really sparked a conversation. I've talked with my colleagues in the Senate. They want to have this conversation over the interim. We really want to dig in. We just want to make sure we get it right for Texas.
Representative Brad Buckley has a large voice in education reform as the chairman of the Education Committee. Right now on our 6+ streaming app, you can hear how he envisions change in Texas public schools.
Yeah, an ongoing debate. All right, Sydney, thank you.